Welcome to In24 Headline News in the Heart of It. I'm Vicki A, your anchor for today. You can be first to access all In24 headlines and production. Simply head to msmu.me channel 1 or download the UMO app on your smartphone. Let's take a look at the top news of the hour. On January 25th, the city of Philadelphia announced it will end its partnership with Philly Fighting COVID, a nonprofit that recently switched to a for-profit entity, Washington Post reported. The group of 20-somethings was hired to operate the first and largest vaccination site in the city. However, after alleged mismanagement of the facility that left dozens of elderly unvaccinated, the group will no longer be running the center. Philly Fighting COVID was also under fire for changing to a for-profit operation, which enabled them to sell personal data from vaccine applications if they so pleased. Most recently, the 22-year-old CEO Andre Doroshin was accused of secretly taking extra doses of the vaccine to privately administer to someone in their home. The group is now under investigation over the vaccine misuse allegations. Moderna recently announced 3 new vaccine programs for HIV, influenza, and the Nipah virus. Moderna said that the project supports the biotech company's objective to expand its infectious disease portfolio based on its experience with the COVID-19 vaccine. The 3 new vaccines in progress are said to operate on the same principle as Moderna's COVID-19 mRNA vaccine. Matt Hancock, the UK's Secretary of State for Health and Social Care, faced backlash for proposing to pay £500 to everyone with positive COVID-19 test results. The proposal is met with skepticism, with fears it would incentivize people to contract the virus in order to receive the payment. The Treasury called Hancock's proposal, quote, just bonkers, because the whole country will suddenly develop a dry cough. The proposal is meant to encourage low-income individuals to self-isolate and stay home if tested positive. Canada's Wonderland says it's opening its doors on May 14th. The park said they will monitor provincial guidelines and work with industry and government officials to ensure the reopening plan meets all the health and safety regulations. The park will open with limited capacity. The website also states that upon arrival, visitors need to provide information about the current health and family and friends coming along. Wonderland will only accept contactless payments, but not cash. More news is on the way, but first let's take a short break. All of the topics presented on today's episode can be found in our show notes. Remember to download the MSMU UMO app to interact with our crew and follow us on social media for uninterrupted news. Welcome back to In24 in the Heart of It. I'm your host, Vicki A, and you are watching Headline News. In an effort to reduce plastic waste, some food manufacturers in Canada are looking to bring back the old Milkman model. The modernized system, called Loop, would deliver products to the customer's doorstep using reusable packages and then collect them once the customer is finished. The packaging would then be cleaned and brought back to the manufacturer to be refilled and sent out again. Ontario consumers will have the chance to try Loop as part of its pilot project here in the province. A Louisiana widow was denied burial of her late husband at an Oberlin cemetery on the basis of his race. Carla Simeon said she was stunned when she was denied from Oakland Springs Cemetery and informed that they have a, quote, whites-only policy. The board of the cemetery have since changed their policy, removing the word white from it. Electronic vehicle giant Tesla is reportedly planning to partner with Samsung. The partnership would allow Samsung to develop and produce a 5-nanometer automotive chip for self-driving car capability. Co-founder and CEO Elon Musk said he envisions a future where self-driving robo-taxis are the norm. Back off Globetrotters, this next one is for domestic travel in New Zealand only. In the wake of lockdown restrictions, Tourism New Zealand has launched a campaign to inspire its citizens. It is called Do Something New, New Zealand. Before COVID-19 lockdowns, domestic tourism accounted for 60% of tourism's $40.9 billion contribution to the economy. New Zealand currently has 69 cases of COVID-19. Countless Canadians who have contracted COVID-19 are being denied insurance claims as they suffer from long-term symptoms of the virus. They are physically unable to work, but must also prove their disability to insurance companies in order to qualify for coverage, CTV News reported. One couple, Chantal Renaud and her husband David Lackey, are both too sick to work. After Renaud's multiple applications for short-term leave and then long-term disability were all denied, the couple decided to sell their home. According to disability lawyer Mark Yazdani, a client's diagnosis should not decide their eligibility. Most of these companies are also preoccupied with physical symptoms and do not account for the mental exertion of a job. Yazdani said that most of these disability cases do not even end up in court, but rather end up resolved or settled. For our final story today, something fishy is afoot at Subway. The two customers of the fast food chain are claiming that the tuna sandwiches do not contain any real tuna. Karen Denoa and Nalima Amin of California are suing Subway for $5 million, stating that the fast food chain has, quote, anything but tuna in the tuna sandwiches. A Subway spokesperson has fired back with an immediate response, arguing that these claims are, quote, reckless and improper. Thank you for watching In24 Headline News. Remember to download the MSMU UMote app and visit in24.ca for the latest stories. And be sure to follow us on social media to stay in the heart of it. If you want to submit a story or connect with the In24 team, you can find us all on MSMU SocialNet. Until next time, I'm Vicki A. Lee with Internet News. Thank you for joining us today.